Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to apply frame drop effect to a video in Expo React Native using the Media3 transformer library for Android. So let's get started. Alright, so the next thing is we will have to create an Expo React Native project. So you can go to this particular URL to choose a template of your own choice. I will be using this blank TypeScript template because it creates very minimum boilerplate code. Also it uses TypeScript. So what I will do is that I will just copy this particular command, but you can change the template to whatever you feel like. So I'll just copy this particular command. Then inside your terminal, just go to your workspace directory and just paste this particular command. It will ask me for my app name. I will just give it some generic app name. Let's just wait. So I will just give it as my app. Okay. Once this is done, it will create a project for us and it will do all the npm installation for us. So what I will do is that I will just open my app. So I'll just copy this. So this is the project which we have created, so I'll just open it inside VS Code. Alright, so this is open. Next, if you see inside our project, there is no Android and iOS folder. So we need to create those folders because we will be writing some native code, right? So that's why we need to create those folders. Also one more thing which I want to inform you guys is we'll have to create a separate native module as well. Even though we have created those Android and iOS folder, we won't be writing some code inside it. We will be writing our code inside a separate native module. So firstly you will have to go to this particular URL and I'll paste it over here. Okay, okay, so this is an Android only tutorial. So what we will have to do is we'll have to go to this URL. We'll have to select this particular Android device, and here we'll have to select development build as well. We don't want Expo Go. Here I have disabled the ES option. I am on Mac OS, so I have already installed Watchman. I have already installed this Cas Zulu. I have already set Java Home as well. I have already installed Android Studio. If you haven't done all these steps, you will have to do it. So I've already done all these steps, so you can go through this step. I've already done this as well. I've already done this as well. Then we have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy this and I will cd to my app. Okay, sorry, I will just cd to my app and I'll just run this particular command. So again, this will install some npm dependencies for us. Don't worry too much about it. Once that is done, we'll have to scroll down and then we'll have to run this particular command as well. So let's just wait for this to finish. So it is finished. Then I'll just run this particular command. So like I am on Expo HDK 52. Previously it used to ask me for my package name, but I don't know, they are not really asking for my package name. They are they are just assigning some random package name to us. I feel that is a little bit odd, but yeah, anyways, if you want, you can manually change your Android package name as well. Now here I am getting an error. This is not really an error. This is because I haven't installed any Android emulator and I have not connected my real Android device to my laptop. That's why it is throwing me an error. Like I will connect my real Android device once I have written all the code. So don't worry too much about it. In your case, it may be asking you to run your run this app on an emulator or on a real device. You don't need to run it now. If you want, you can run it. For now, you can just do Control C to quit that particular step. And if you see over here you can see the Android folder is created. Okay, so the next step which we have to do is we just have to copy this URL and open it inside a browser. So I have already opened it. If you want, you can go through this documentation. I'm not going through it. I will just show you what steps we need to run. So firstly, you can just copy this particular command and paste it over here. Once you have just paste your command inside your app, it will ask you some questions. So I will just enter. I'm not changing anything. So again, this will take little bit of time, and if you see over here, it has created the modules folder for us. So the next step is, so here I have created one sample project from which I will be copying a bit of code. So don't get confused, the name of the sample project is second. So I will just open the app.tsx from my sample project. Then I will just copy everything from that and I'll just paste it over here. So I will just copy this I will go to app.tsx over here, and I'll just paste it something like this. Okay, but firstly, before I show you my app.tsx code, we have to install few dependencies. So first, you can open this image picker dependency which I have. So I will just open it over here. Then we also require this React Native video dependency. So for that, I have opened this to documentation. So this Expo image picker dependency, because we need to pick videos from the user's device, right? So we will have a button, the user will click on it, it will ask the user for pick his or her device, and then we will transform that video, save the video to external storage, and then play that transform video inside our app. So to pick videos, we will make use of this Expo image picker library. Okay, so the next step which we have to do is we just have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy this. I will go to my app. I'm already inside my app in my terminal, and I'll just run this particular command. So it will install that dependency for us, and we also need to add this plugins folder which you see. So I'll just copy this, and I will go to app.json over here, and here you can see this is my Expo, right? So I will just add a comma after this, and I'll just paste it. And we require access to videos. You can change this message to whatever you feel like. I'll just use something like this. Okay, so once this is done, we'll have to install this React Native video library. There is Expo video library as well, which has just released. If you want, you can use it. I'm more comfortable with React Native video, but any dependency is fine. To install this, we can just copy this, and I'll paste it over here again. Now for so once this is done, okay, so this is done as well. Now for Android, what we have to do is we will have to open this Android drop down, and if you see, we have to click on this Expo plugin over here, and we have to add this particular code. So I'll just copy this particular array. We already have this plugins created, so I will just come over here, and I'll add a comma after this, and I'll paste it over here. And I don't need this, I don't need this as well. Okay, so yeah, that's it for Android. Right, so next I am inside my app.tsx, and like I told you, I have just copied it from my sample project. So I'll quickly explain it to you what I am doing. So firstly, I have imported this text, touchable, opacity and view from React Native. We are also importing Expo image picker. Then I'm using this use state as well as use effect. Then I'm also importing React Native video, and this is our module, my module which we have created. Okay, then this state I'm using. Once you have picked a video, on a button click, we will get the video URI. We will send that video URI to a transform method which I have defined it for my module. Once the video has been transformed, we will get the new URL of that transform video, and that will be stored inside this set video URI variable. Okay, ignore this use effect for now. I will come back to that later on. If you see my view, all I have done is that I have just created a touchable opacity. Okay, I'll just remove all this. Okay, we don't need this, and on click of it, we are basically launching the image library async from image picker, and we are picking videos from it. And once we have the URI, I am just passing that URI to the transform method. This has not been defined yet. We will have to define this method. So this is the custom method which we will be creating. And I wish there was proper TypeScript IntelliSense, but unfortunately there isn't. And here you can see I have this pick video method text for this particular button. Now once this process finishes, we are constantly listening for output from native side. So once we get the URL, here you can see this is how we will get the URL. I'm setting it to our set video URI variable state, sorry, and I'm also sending the progress state. Now the progress will be string, because there are two things which I'm sending from native side. One is the progress state, and second is the actual progress. So the actual progress can be 0 to 100, and the progress state can be 0, 1 and 2. The reason why I'm sending the progress state is because the actual progress sometimes, or many of the times, doesn't reach till 100. It stops at 90 or maybe 99. Sometimes it even stops at 80. So with the help of progress state, you can identify whether the conversion has been finished or not, in case if you are displaying a progress bar. So if the progress state becomes 0, that means the conversion has finished. Again, this has not been defined, so we will come back to that later on, but this on change event is already defined inside our module as soon as we create it. Okay, so first we'll have to define this progress. So what you will have to do is go to your modules, go to index.ts, not yeah, and here you can just open this src my module dot okay, no, sorry, I completely sorry about that. Firstly, you will have to go to modules, my modules, src my modules.types.ts, and here you can see we are getting a value. So in the value variable I will send the URI of the transform video, but I also want the progress, right? So I will just append progress and it will be of type string. So that's what I'm doing over here. Now here you can see the error has been gone. Now we also require this transform video method, which I will define. So for that we'll have to go to my module.ts, and here we will have to define that method. Okay, it takes a URL, so we will be sending the URL of the original video, and the return type will be promise void, because it will be an asynchronous operation. So I'll add something like this. Okay, so this method has also been defined. Next I'll just close everything. So hopefully till here everything is clear. This was our app.tsx, right? Next what I will do is okay, sorry, I'll just go to my sample project, sample Expo second, because I need to copy some code. So I'll just go to Android, module Android.grid. Okay, so I will just copy this code. So basically what you will have to do is you will have to go to the Android folder of your my module, go to build.gradle, scroll down, and you will just have to paste it over here. So basically we are including this through these two dependencies. This will help us to transform the video. So these two dependencies are very important. So these are the Media3 transformer dependency. Then go to src java my module.kt, and firstly okay, there is one issue according to me, at least in Expo HDK 52. I don't know, maybe the issue might get resolved by the time you guys watch it. Here you can see they are including this URL, but they are importing the wrong URL. So yeah, this is the issue. I think this might get fixed, but I'm not really interested in this view. So we are not really using this view any which way. So what I can do, I can just delete this again. If this is fixed, I think this will be fixed by the time you watch it. So you can just remove it for now. I will just remove it. Anyways, we are not using this view for this particular video, so I will just remove it. Okay, then again I'm inside my practice project, so just ignore for now. I will just go to my module.kt. Okay, and we'll have to add some imports. So basically I will copy all these imports which I have, okay, and I'll paste it over here. So you can just copy paste all these imports which I have. So yeah, I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like and just copy all these imports which I have. Okay, next I will copy these two methods, and then I'll explain it to you what exactly I'm doing. So I'll just copy these two methods. I'll just copy the code first and then I'll explain it to you. Okay, and there is one more thing which I need to copy. I need to append. Yeah, I will tell you why we are annotating this as well. So again, I'll just copy over here, and I need this. Okay, and I also need this particular thing, so I'll just copy that and I'll paste it over here. Okay, now I'll just close this. So basically what we are doing is that these are all the imports. Okay, so we are extending transformer.listener. It will give us two methods, on completed and on error. So basically those are called once the conversion has finished or it has errored out. We are annotating it with unstable API because at the time of me recording they are a bit unstable. That's why we have to annotate it. I mean, they are stable, but I don't know why we have to annotate it with unstable. They are not even in beta, these two dependencies, they are stable, but yeah, still we have to annotate it with, otherwise the IntelliSense of Android Studio gets mad. Then here we create our context, here we create our activity, this is the file name and file path. So once the video has been transformed, we are storing that video to external storage. That's why I'm using this file name and file path. The handler and progress holder are for tracking state. So whenever I want to send the progress back to React Native side, these two things are used. Okay, then I will just scroll down. Okay, scroll down, and here after this particular method ends, this module definition ends, I have created a method called create external file. Now even I have copy pasted this code from Stack Overflow. I am not an expert on this, so maybe you can do the same thing. It will basically create an external file for us. And now to save the file to external storage, this particular method is used. Again, I have just copy pasted all this code from like Stack Overflow post. So yeah, I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like. So this is all. Then like I told you, we are overriding the onCompleted method. So if the file, once the conversion has finished, and if the external file is saved, then we just save the file to external storage, get the URI, send the URI back to React Native side, and then React Native will start playing the transform video. In case if there is any error, then I'm just printing it to the console. But just like I'm sending the URL back to React Native side, maybe you can send an error message as well over here from React Native side. So I'll leave that up to you. So I'm inside my app.tsx again. I just forgot to show you this particular part. So if the video URI, once we get it inside our use effect, and if it is not equal to empty, then we are just instantiating this video component from React Native video, passing the video URI, and this will automatically play the video for us. Okay, so the next thing which I have done is that after this particular view class where the view ends, I have created another function called transform video, and here is our array list of effects. So here you can see I'm applying the frame drop effect. So there are two ways of applying it. I'm using the first one. If you want to use the second one, you can use that as well. Just to show you what actually these values are, so I'll just open it. The first value is expected frame rate, and second one is target frame rate. If you are using the second one, it only takes the target frame rate. So it's up to you how you want to use it. So yeah, then here we just create our transformer. Here we create our input media item, then we create our edited media item, we create an external file for it, we start the transformation, and here this actual entire piece of code, we are tracking the progress state. So if you see over here, I am sending the progress state as well as the actual progress back to React Native side as well. Yeah, that's it. Now I will simply scroll through this file again. In case if you have missed anything, do copy paste this code wherever you feel like. Feel free to pause the video and copy paste the code. So I'll simply scroll through this just to show it to you again how exactly the entire file looks like. So yeah, that's it. Now let's look at the code. Alright guys, so here is the output. Let's just wait for this bundling to get complete. Also I'm mirroring my device, so the output might be little bit laggy. So yeah, just bear with me for this. I don't know why it is stuck. Okay, so finally the output is ready. So first I'll just dismiss this, and here you can see this is the pick video button. I'll just click on pick video. Here you can see there are two videos, but once the transformation has been done, there will be three videos. So I'll just select this 15-second long video, and here you can see inside Metro Bundler I'm displaying the progress state as well. So the transformation is complete, and here you can see this is the frame drop effect. So actually the frame of our videos are getting dropped. So yeah, hopefully you got the point. And also if I click on pick video again, here you can see now there are three videos. I think the frame drop effect increased the video length by just a second. Yeah, that's fine according to me. Now coming back to the progress state. So here you can see the progress went till 86 only. It didn't reach till 100, but here you can see the progress state went to 0. So this is how you can understand that the conversion has finished. It's not guaranteed that this will always go to 100. And if the conversion is still in progress, this progress state value will be either 2 or it will be 1, but once it has finished it will be 0. So that's how you can recognize. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.